Okay, so today's training is called Where to Find Contacts. Okay, so one of the things that we hear quite often from some of our team leaders is that if they breathe in and out, talk to them about FM. This is how this business works. As we always say, nobody pays for shyness in FM. The only thing that you need to do to become successful in this business is actually to talk to everybody that you meet on a daily basis and just tell them what you do. Tell them what you've got to offer. And it is their choice to choose it or not choose it, to say yes or no. It is absolutely irrelevant to you because all you need to do is offer, is recommend. We are in sorting business, not in convincing business. So remember, you're gonna have to kiss a lot of princesses before you find your frog. So finding contacts. Well, there are two areas where you can find your contacts. And the first is obviously the war market. So these are the people that you know. And statistics tell that we know about 2,000 people personally. So these are all of your family members, friends, relatives, work colleagues, neighbors, community people, people from your church, people from your sports club, people from your, local areas, etc., etc., etc. Most people, when they say, I don't know anybody, I just say to them, okay, let's pull out your mobile phone and let's have a look at how many contacts you have in your phone book. And most people have 100, 200, 300, etc. So we know a lot of people personally. And this is where we usually recommend people to get started, since these people know you, trust you, and like you. So it is a lot easier to recommend them something like a product or like a business opportunity to earn money because these people already have a trust in you. And the advantages is that you know people who could enjoy using these products and or business opportunity. So if you know that the person loves perfumes or loves the makeup or loves cleaning the house, it is advantage because you now can offer these products to them. Also, if you know that the person is struggling with money, struggling with debts, etc., you can again offer them a way to earn additional income from FM cosmetics. Disadvantage of the war market is that there are three types of dream stealers. Those that love you, those that are jealous, and those that give you advice, quite often relatives who have never done anything in their lives, absolutely nothing, especially not in the business. So the thing is that even though the war market is some of the easiest people to talk to, there is a saying that you cannot be a prophet in your own town, i.e. the people that knew you for many, many years, they can't see you as a business person. Very often they'll see you as a brother, as a sister, as a relative, as a neighbor, etc. But the last thing that they will see in you is a business person. Now, where do you find the contacts? So the second place to look for is the cold market. Now, these are people you do not know. Now, statistics tell that there are about 60 million in UK alone that you don't know. So the fact is that you will never, ever, ever, ever run out of people. And this is the main thing you need to understand. You see, when I first started, I thought everybody had to be in my downline, otherwise I would run out of people. But when I realized that there's so many people that I don't need everybody in my team. All I need is the good ones. All I need is the hard-working ones, the motivated ones, the ones that actually want the business for them. Not all the rubbish ones. I can leave them for the other companies. So when you realize that, you actually realize that you are actually the person doing your prospect a favor and not the vice versa. It is not they doing you a favor by joining your business. It is you doing them a favor because you will earn the money whether they join you or not. You will not run out of people. However, they might not get another chance to join the business if they refuse you. So the advantage of cold market that there are no dream stealers. They don't actually know you, so they don't actually know how experienced you are, how much money you're making, how long you've been doing it, etc. And it's a huge untapped worldwide market. Disadvantage of cold market is that you have to attract people to you who could benefit from products or the business opportunity. Now, you don't always know whether they need this product or whether they need the money that the FM can provide. Now, you need to go fishing in the cold market. So different fish like different bait. So first thing you need to do is smile. They might just smile back. You see, if you smile, that will always start the conversation in a positive manner. And ask, what do you do? Now the chances are that they will ask the same of you too. They'll say, what are you doing? And now your response can be various, but you can say something like that. Well, that is very interesting. You know, however dreadful it might be, whatever they said that they are doing for a living, and they will tell you, you know, the downsides and you know, everything about what they do for living. You know, and the likelihood is that, you know, when you ask what do you do, they will ask you what you do, and tell them you're using a maximum of 2-minute presentation. So, my slides. Okay. So, once they answered, ask them, what do you do on your spare time? And listen, engage and relate. You know, and ask, you know, would you like to earn some extra money? You know, do more of that. You know, do more of that, whatever you like to do in your spare time. So if they like to go fishing, you know, ask them, would you like to do more fishing? If they say that I work for 5 days a week, the job that I hate, and then for 2 days a week I go out fishing all weekend, you might ask them, would you like to go fishing 5 days a week instead? You know, because a firm can actually help them. You know, because if you would be earning the extra cash and get the time freedom that this business can do, what could you do? You know, what could you do with that time? Would you still be going to work, or would you do something very, very different? Okay, so what's next? Well, tell them that you have something that will do just for them, and invite them to an opportunity meeting or to a meeting with your sponsor. One of the things that I had to learn very, very earlier on in this business is to shut up and start inviting people for a cup of coffee. Instead of trying to do a 5-hour presentation on the bus, in a bus stop, in the shop, etc., what you need to learn to do is be quiet and invite people for a cup of coffee. And then the next thing you need to do is give a call to your sponsor and get them to do all the talking for you. That is the beauty of the business. You can then learn by experience. By observing your more experienced, more knowledgeable sponsor, you will learn a lot more. How to present the business, how to present the product, how to present the money-making part. And personally take them to the fminformation.com. It's a fantastic site that gives really, really needed information about what we do. And run through the key areas and watch the videos with them to get them to understand the full picture. And whatever you do, keep it light and emphasize the pleasure that you get from earning money while saving money. Do not avoid questions. You know, answer all of the questions honestly. You know, what if, you know, a lot of my team members say, what if they say, you know, oh, is this to do with sales? You know, so what are you going to say? You know, how long can you keep this a secret? You know, what if they get started, they do, you know, 5 years in business and they realize, oh, you know, holy cow, this is actually sales. You know, you fooled me, you know, I quit. You know, so how long can you keep it a secret? You know, or what if they say, you know, oh, you know, how much is it going to cost me? You know, how long can you hide the fact that they will need to get a sample kit? You know, it doesn't really make any sense on trying to deceive people or fool people or whatever. Just give them honest information, because don't forget, you are sorting, not convincing. So if somebody is predetermined not to join your business, why would you want them in your business in the first place? Why would you drag them screaming and kicking? Instead, just look for people who are motivated enough. You know, as one of our biggest leaders says, you know, if a person's dream is to live off benefits, let them have that dream. There's plenty of people out there that want more from their life than just to live off benefits or to be, you know, on £6-7 an hour. There's plenty of people who want better life, better cars, better houses, better holidays. And these are the people we should be working with. These are the people we should be helping to get better life. And to close, you know, after answering all of the prospects' questions, ask them, what would you like to do now? You know, this will help the prospect to make a decision. At the end of the day, they have to make a decision, you know, or you will have to make one for them. However, if you make the decision for them, probably they're not going to like it, because the decision will be that they are disqualified. So say to them, what would you like to do now? Do you want to get started? Do you want to, get your kit? Do you want to, more information? Do you have any more questions, etc.? They need to make that decision. And finally, don't forget that you will get the rejection. I promise you that, because business of rejection, but the most successful people get the most rejections. People that you hear are making 5,000, 10,000, 15,000 pounds a month. These are the people that get most of the rejections. And that's okay too. Don't worry about it too much. It's not going to kill you. It can't do anything to you physically. So do not be scared to be rejected, because the chances are they're not going to hit you. Well, most of the cases they won't. But the fact is that they are rejecting your product or your business. They're not rejecting you. So rejection is not personal. Ask a waiter, what do if you go to a restaurant and the waiter comes and says, oh, would you like to order some starters? And you say, yeah, sure. And then he comes and says, well, would you like to get something for the main? Yeah. You order something for the main and the drinks and the desserts, etc. And then you stuffed sitting there at the table. And what if the waiter comes again and he says, would you like anything extra? And you go, no, I can't take any more, Do you think the waiter goes back, and cries his eyes out that you rejected him? Of course not. It's part of the business. At some point you have to say no. So will your customers. So will the people that, are prospects to your business. Not everybody will join you. Not everybody will buy from you, which is absolutely fine. Don't worry about it. But remember, most people do network marketing every day, but they just don't get paid for it. Except, of course, when you are with a firm. So emphasize the fact that every one of your prospects, they're already doing network marketing. They're already recommending, only they're doing it for free. And tell them, would you not like to pick up an extra check at the end of every month just for recommending things?